Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to Life with Brock. If you end up liking the content, consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with a nerd friend. Let's go. Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to This Week in Customs. It's the show where I go to Instagram, the world of customs, and take a look at the unbelievable works of art that these artists have produced. Congratulations to last week's winners. Bargain Bin Customs with his Mr. Freeze. Fantastic custom, Mesco style custom. He won the fan vote. Thank you to all who participated in submitting your customs and also voting for your favorite customs of this week. By the way, this week I have a ton of great customs. I just couldn't leave these out, and so many more submissions are coming in from new artists that I had never heard of before, which is fantastic for me. Thank you for submitting your work to hashtag This Week in Customs. By the way, that's how you can get your customs looked at into the pool. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Christina, unbelievable work on this rogue. And it's a Savage Land Rogue. I want to get to the video because it really shows off her work here. And obviously she's using airbrush, but that shirt came out magnificent. I know the shirt was probably the easiest part. Look at that hair. Holy, oh my gosh. Oh, I think I'm gonna be, all right, good. I covered that one up. All right, but this custom looks fantastic. Great job as usual. One of the premier artists on Instagram. And holy cow. Listen, I played Mortal Kombat way back in the day. I never used this character. I don't have to use this character to know this is an unbelievable custom. I think his name's Kentaro or something like that, right? It almost looks like the Thundercat one, you know what I'm saying? But oh my gosh, man, what an impressive looking custom. You did a great job on those lines, those tiger stripes. It looks great. Everything about him looks fantastic. Those shoulder pads. Did you create that sash? Is that what it's called? The thing that's called covering his crotch? I don't know if you did or not, but that looked fantastic. Here's a new artist to This Week in Customs, Nelaya Christine, and this is going to be a Monet St. Croix. Monet St. Croix, I don't know, I don't recognize the character, but it's a really good job. Also, good job on your nails, very crispy. And she's going to be featured in other customs. There's a lot of new artists like Fitz Jedi that are going to be appearing multiple times on the show because they just submitted like a bunch of their customs at once. Maybe they found out about the show. I love the way that this Bane looks. I dig the hose and tank, the mask. It's fantastic. This is definitely one of those older style figures that the sculpt is great, the articulation's terrible, but man, it works so good for this character. Look at that tank, man. That just looks great. I really like that face sculpt too, man. What a great work. The Kids Custom, and this is gonna be dramatic. Let's wait for her reveal. Here it comes. Are we gonna see it? All right, Vampirella. I think that's who this character is gonna be, but the hair is done really well. The character design is pretty interesting. I think this actually, now looking at it right now, I just saw those Vampirella, so obviously this is a work in custom. Kids, you will not be able to see this one when it's done, but you can see where that one's gonna go, and yeah, that's gonna look good. Nice job on that so far. Draw Customs, we've been seeing this one develop. It turned out really nice. I think the sculpting that you did around the chest there, you know, the typical Deadpool, those lines that Deadpool has in his uniform, and here you have a Venom pool. Man, really well done. That mask is great. The teeth, everything came out. This is a really well done custom. Kudos to you. I think you're one of the ones that has been pumping out a lot of customs lately and doing a great job. All right, this is actually going to be a 12-inch custom, I think. Let me just double check to, yeah, it is a 12-inch customs from Tom's Custom Tom Toys. Wait, Tom's Custom Toys. Oh my gosh, got a little bit repetitive there, but look, that's where it started. This is going to be his work in progress. He made those wings, that helmet. man, that it's just a really, really good job. Very admirable finish on this custom, and fantastic. And there's a lot to be learned from your work. This is another one from Corban Customs we've been following. We've seen the work in progress, and I think he nailed the character. The painting is off the hook, but you guys have to go back to previous This Week in Customs, or actually just go support him on his Instagram so you can see the work in progress shots. And the sculpting on this was really, really well done. Let's take a look at what the figure, that's the DC figure, put out. This is obviously a monster version of the character. It's a little bit closer to his height. I always prefer the bigger, humongous characters to look like that on the left. Just really, really good representation of Mongol. I think you nailed the paint. The paints are really outstanding on that, airbrushing to the max. Here's another Fitz Jedi. Like I said, there's some artists that really submitted a bunch of their customs. Here's going to be an X23. His version of X23. It says he saw a picture online, and oftentimes that happens to customizers, right? We're going through, we see a representation of the character that maybe hasn't appeared in the comics. It's just an artist that it's putting it out. Let me see if did you put out? No, you didn't put out. I wish you would have had that picture, because it would have been great to compare your custom to it. It's a very well done, interesting looking custom. Here's JLC Plastic Arts. Right now, his is on the right, and then one of his buddy, Pack Rat Studios, who's been featured on the show before, did the one on the left. They're both standout customs. I've seen them both before. I really want to talk about Pack Rat's custom, not to diminish the other one, but I really like the size. Obviously, the one on the right is on the Juggernaut body, and it's a very big character. But for Maestro, I want it bigger than the regular Hulks, right? Bigger than the Juggernaut, bigger. And I really like the fact that he put like the trophies on himself. He's got Cap's shield on his left arm. He's got Magneto, Doctor Doom, etc. on the it's not a sash, I forget what that's called, that goes across the chest. And the sculpting of the beard, both sculptings of the beard are really nicely done. Man, just a standout customs. Thank you for sharing. And here we go with some repaints that I wanted to show you. Now, we've all seen this character, and this face has obviously been repainted from that. You can see that looks 1,000 times better. It's a more screen accurate look than this. I don't know where Hasbro got that one, but at least they delivered a figure with female figure with double jointed arms. And here's another one from Weapon X Customs, the same figure. As you can see, different artists will have different takes on how to repaint the figures. They both look great, and it's something that we can all do to these Marvel Legends. I've been saying it from the very beginning, that we can just soup them up or pimp your fig, like I like to say, and they look great. Tom's Custom Toys, again, with this amazing custom that he got. So this is a larger scale figure, right? I guess it would be like a 1/6 scale. Is that a 1/6 scale? If it's 12 inch, I thought it should be 18 inch if it was 1/6 scale. But regardless, it's a very big croc. There's the work that he put into it. Obviously, there was a lot of sculpting involved in there. Painting is really, again, I'm going to keep saying, really well done. Just you can see where the highlights and the shadows and the different color greens. And there's even, is there a little bit of purple on the chest right there? I don't know what it is. It's a complementary color, so it could be purple. It's a standout piece. The face, I think he nailed Croc. This is a great custom. And you just know he has that on his shelf. People are going to walk in there, especially people like us that enjoy custom figures or figures in general, and they're going to go, holy cow, that's a beast. Who wouldn't want that in their collection? All right, Nelia Christine again with another beautiful piece submitted. I really like the head sculpt. Obviously, the wings are a standout. This is Deathbird. This is going to be the classic one. So the Deathbird I'm familiar with. Hold on, let me go back. Oops, sorry about that. Let me go back to Christine's custom right here. And I think she had another picture. Go check out her Instagram where you can get a nicer or closer look, I should say, of that head sculpt, and it's beautiful. And the Deathbird that I'm familiar with has a different costume. I didn't know that this was her classic look. I'm gonna have to go look that up on Google or some comics and see what we have. Fitz Jedi, again, Wow, this is a nice Mr. Freeze. This is his version of Mr. Freeze. Obviously, last week's winner, as you have already seen, Bargain Bin Customs, had his version. That's a Mesco style. This is not going to be a Mesco style because there's no soft goods as far as I can see on that figure. Really like the helmet, and it looks like he's added a misses to go along with that custom. I got to pay attention to some of these customs that are for sale. For those of you that don't make customs but are a fan of customs that want to purchase them, but I don't think this one is. So, but I'll see which ones are. All right, from Lima, Peru, we have Victor Alva, and he's done a repaint of this Fans Choice Black Series. What was her name? Jana or Jana? She's not in the canon, which is unfortunate. But anyways, you can see the original face compared to the repaint, and you did a great job on the repaint, as you can just making my point that when you add a little bit of paint to figures, it makes a huge change, and it makes them look premium. All right, obviously this is going to be it looks like it's, is that the Walmart Thanos, or it could be the Build-A-Figure, but what a great job. I think this even works better for a dark side than it does the Thanos. So I like your paint scheme right there. I really like that face that's in the package. It's too bad I didn't see it on the actual figure itself, but I just prefer the non-vanilla faces. But this is a good job by Chamungus 96 with that dark side. Here's another one from Christine. Just a great job. It's a beautiful, beautiful figure. And it says that she used the Phoenix body and she fully sculpted that headpiece. So, oh wow, you didn't even use the one that was recently released. Yeah, look at that. I think the crest is even longer on this one. It's an outstanding looking custom. Here's with some other of the sheer Imperial Guards. Wow, what a good looking team that is right there. Great job on your customs. Here's some more teams from the real Dallas James. He's showing off some of the customs. I'm not sure if he did all of these. I know he did that Cyborg Superman because I covered it. I think I covered it last week's, I think it was last week, or maybe I have it later on in the episode. I can't remember. I looked through so many customs. But man, they're all beautiful, beautiful customs in their own right. But I really like that Doomsday, man. That Doomsday is fantastic. Just love it. That face works really well for him. I think that's one of the Hulk faces. And yeah, man. Here's another team from him. Which one stands out? Which one's my favorite? Well, man, Hawkeye looks fantastic. Is this Iron Patriot? Or is that a different character? I can't recall. I know there's a couple of them that have similar uniforms. But I have to say that Ares is the one that it will be between that Ares and that Hawkeye, or the Iron Patriot, if that's what his name is. I don't know. I think I'd go with Ares if I had to pick one out of all of those, but they're all cool looking customs. Nice. Thanks for showing. The Watcher, he's working on his Reavers. This is another team concept. I just wanted to group them all together. We'll see when he's done what all these look like. So I'll keep my eyeballs on those. Here's another team of Deadpools from Kilo Echo Arts. I think I've shown some of these in past episodes. Pretty nice. And here we go. Let's take a look at some symbiotes. Starting from Symbiote Seeker right here, Superior Venom. I really like the way that he did the emblem there in the front. Really good line work, man. That came out really good. I don't remember you doing this recently. So maybe you didn't do it recently, but you've inspired people like Gunner's Figs. Here he's doing, I think that's going to be Toxin. He's working on his own version. He's using that Omega Red body to Symbiote Seeker's suggestion. Oh my gosh. Double Thwip. Monster Venom, I think that's going to be a Monster Venom, or obviously it's going to be a Venom himself, but it's very cartoony. And I love this shot. That is a fantastic shot, and that's a dynamite looking face, transitioning face. Wow. It looks like it's going to be the Monster Venom because it's got those hands. Are those the Caliban hands? Or I know they're being reused. Look, I even said, oh man, I'm loving the cartoony look. Let's see what he said. He said, thanks, Brock. You're welcome, player. Great job in customs. 52 GDPL right here with his own version of Venom. And I like the face. Good job on the teeth. All right, man. What body is that? That's a beast. Good job on the lines. I don't remember seeing a work in progress from you on this, so you must have spit this out pretty quick. That looks good work. Here's another It's Vintage custom. This is going to be some sort of piggy bank. Wasn't this some sort of piggy bank or something? I think he's recreated. Let's see if he's got the work in progress on that, because you can see where he sculpted that emblem. I guess we're not going to be able to see it. Maybe he showed it on his page. Arturo Delfin Gonzalez with this unbelievable looking custom. It almost looks like it's been cut out of a comic book, right? The way that the shot was taken. So there you have his on the left, and I guess that's another one of his on the right, because I don't think that's the, no, yeah, that's it. That's another one. Wow, it's an older one. You can see from the ball jointed hips. But that's an outstanding looking custom. Good work. Here's another monster creation by Mark I Lab Creations. That's I think that's in his wheelhouse. He definitely likes this art style. I don't even know what to call the genre. Let's see what he calls it. He calls it amalgamation. So he does do a lot of different, he's mixing a lot of different characters. Obviously you have Ghost Rider right there. You have Venom. And then maybe, I don't know who else you have in there. Oh, Red Hulk. On the Hulk. So Ghost Rider, I should just read what you wrote here. Red Hulk, Symbiote, Ghost Rider, and he's calling it the Circle of Four. Looks like that's a, is that a pit leg, or it looks like the pit chains. And what else does he have in there? It looks like it looks like the Marvel Select Abomination, I think, but that's an impressive looking piece. That also, all his stuff just stands out. Joseph Castle doing his own version of like a symbiote. It's going to be on Deadpool, right? Who is this exactly? You guys know who this is. He redid it completely. Blah, 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 blah. It's a Venom pool. There you go. So let's take a look at a couple of his shots so you can appreciate his work. There's an extra head, and there's his work, some of his whips right there. So you see how he sculpted the teeth on that. He did a lot of sculpting in right there. So there's where the original artwork is from, if you're interested in reading that comic. I think there's one more in here. There you go, you can look it up right there. Symbiote Seeker, this is I don't think I've ever seen this type of crossover. It's, you know, the Joker Venom mix. It's he called it the Symbiote Joker. Pretty interesting colors right there. It almost looks like it came out of a video game, right? That purple and green make it look like that. The Art House 33 with a monster bat custom right here. Beautiful paintwork on that, but let's take a look where he got that. He started with that Titan Heroes Hulkbuster. For a second there, I thought it was going to be one of the ones that you can fit the other character inside. And I'm sure you could do that because he did a really good job of transferring that to make it look like the bat armor that, of course, I'm forgetting the name. I do have the figure though. It's in my closet. It's Vintage with another cool looking custom The Goon right here. You can see some of these artists are using the same body. I can't remember which one it was. I think it may have been, was it the Bane that I showed about 30 customs ago? But man, this works really well for the Goon. Really good look. I think Mesco made a Goon, didn't they? Like, that was one of their first figures. This is a pretty nice Marvel Legends version of it. I think he used the Marvel Select Hulk. I just saw that as I turned. The Real Dallas James. Awesome looking custom. It almost looks like it's a Frankenstein Punisher, right? Those bolts in the neck. Does he call it anything here? Not that I can see, but very cool. I think that may be Arnold. Is that an Arnold Terminator 2 under there? I'm not sure. but it's just a very cool looking piece. You can definitely add this like with a reverse or something like that. It would go well. Looks great. Now I put this customizer in here, Ethan Suplee, because he did make this custom, but there was another custom, I think that was the real Dallas James that he had shown, now I'm forgetting which one it was, that this artist actually did. And I wanted to send him, even though he hasn't posted much to Instagram, this is definitely a pretty good looking grizzly. For those of you that read comics back in the early 90s, in Image, you'll recognize who this character is. I think it may be a Rob Liefeld creation, isn't it? My Marvel Customs, he did this Kree Leader Supreme, or he called it Supremor. And I think he's probably sculpted all of that. I saw someone a while ago did a 3D version of it, but this is obviously hand sculpted, or at least it looks like it's hand sculpted to me, so it looks pretty cool. If I had room to display all the stuff, I would love to have a display like this to the like a cosmic shelf. All right, Toyphilia. Man, the paint on that is really nice. Very, very nice. I'm not familiar with that character at all. I never read him. I haven't read him in the comics. Tommy Lightning, I think that's his name. He's using one of those DC bucks. Not my favorite type of bucks, but man, it works for this character. Just to leave him like that on the shelf, if you're not going to have many poses, that's beautiful piece right there. You did a great job of design and painting him. All right, Uncle Sam is a repaint of this Captain America. I had this figure. I thought it was trash, but this was before I even put paint on any of my figures. So this is quite a while ago when it came out. I think it came out in the, what was that one? Build-A-Figure. Oh, you guys know it's the gray, it's a big one, and I'm forgetting the name of it. What was it? I have it right here because I was going to use it in the custom. Oh, well, I can't remember, but you know, it was several years ago. I want to say like maybe 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, this came out. But look what happens when you add some paint to it. I want that figure again, so I can do just exactly that. Great job on the shield. I think the darker colors work because it's helped bring out the detail on the figure where you can't really appreciate it on the colors that Hasbro did. But yeah, man, great, and that's a great shot. Good job. Beautiful. That's a good looking Captain, right? Cap's my favorite character, if you didn't know. All right, the Monkey Vader did a repaint of this Cable that recently came out. Good job. I like those colors. It's I think it's just one of those suits. I prefer the other colors, but if you're a Cable fan, why wouldn't you want all the different uniforms? You know, I'm a Cable fan, so I eventually will do this color scheme myself. All right, moving on to this Tosh Customs Bane Mesco style. Very impressive looking custom. I'm telling you, all the way through, we have amazing, amazing looking customs. And this Bane custom is outstanding as always. Here's a Batman from Captain Collector. He is using, is this going to be like a Dick Grayson Batman? No, he says my latest Neil Adams inspired custom Batman, because this is a sleeker Batman, not as muscular. That's why I was thinking it was going to be Dick Grayson. And good work, man. It looks good. I need to customize a Batman myself. Weapon X Customs. Here, if you're a fan of Mr. Fantastic, this is the bad guy version of Mr. Fantastic. What is his, the maker, I think is his name. Is it in here somewhere? I think it's the maker. Anyways, good job on sculpting that helmet. The rest I think is pretty easy to do, but that helmet is money in the bank. It looks very well crafted. Here's another piece that's very well crafted. Obviously, Hydra Man just came out. I haven't received them yet. I purchased them on Amazon and Walmart, and I still haven't received them. I'm waiting for it, but people have been finding them. And what Chris did here is he created that water effect. Looks pretty cool. I think it'd be awesome to be able to cast that piece in like a clear resin and paint it the color of the arms. Can you imagine if we could do that? I don't even know how I guess clear resin, that would be possible to do. But regardless, I mean, you painted the water, it looks like water. It's just a different, you know what I mean? Like the clear plastic of the arms. It would be great if they were all the same. but I would love to do something like that. I just wouldn't even know how. You guys that do some casting, tell me that wouldn't look great, man. Oh, casting it in clear, that'd be awesome. Marky Webster right here with Captain Planet. Check it out. Yep, he nailed the likeness of Captain Planet. Good job. Here's just some other shots so you can see it all the way around. Hell on Wheels. This is going to be a character from, this is Colin Bohannon. Oh, AMC. It's from a TV show. AMC's Hell on Wheels. I haven't seen the show. Supposedly this is a character from the show. When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be the character from Red Dead Redemption. And there you have it. So he's customized this character. Cool using the chain there. Nice job with the paint on the boots. All right, the MCU shelf has done this awesome looking Captain Marvel, and I thought I had the video. Go to his page, and he has a video where those are all LEDs, and he's got like a backpack, and the way he poses it, you can't really see the battery in the back, but pretty neat work to get this figure to even look cooler than it is. And I don't typically like the MCU style figures, but that looks nice. All right, K Shaver 73 with, is this going to be I guess this is Apocalypse, right? Pretty interesting character design from him, and it's humongous because he's using that 14-inch Hulk that I couldn't find at Ross for whatever it was, 12 bucks. Oh, yeah, you just made me jealous, player. You just made me jealous. But yeah, good use of that. Obviously, he can grow in size. Captain Snick, this is the finished Cable Customs. I showed it with the arm off, and this is the completed version. Beautiful sculpting. Go back, go take a look at his Instagram page, and you can see the progress of sculpting. It's not easy to do what he did there with that arm, or even on the shins, to make it look like that. Just a really well done piece that he refused to send to me pro bono. But anyways, let me take a quick pause here to let you know, those of you that are fans of customs may be also fans of custom dioramas, and there's a new show on the block called This Week in Dioramas. It should be called This Week in Dials, but anyways, This Week in Dioramas by Tech Chucker. He is on his 3rd episode. He is releasing it. Well, by the time you see my video, he would have already released it. I'm going to put a link in the video description. So if you're interested in custom dioramas and those artists, which some of you cross over into that, go check him out. All right, moving on to the next piece by Group A Customs. He's gone from that figure in the left to this one on the right. A lot of cloth goods, a lot of work, and man, I don't know how you did all that stuff. It looks like you work on, are those grommets? I don't know what you did or how you got there, but good work getting it from the left to the right. All right, Johnny Walker doing a custom trooper here that I don't even know which part. It's an ARC clone. All right, so I'm not sure if it's from a video game or I've missed a study line or a study line. I don't even know what I'm saying, man. A storyline. I don't recognize the trooper, but it does look cool. I like the colors. Art of DSNG doing a road pig from G.I. Joe, and we're going to see some other G.I. Joes on here. Cool design for him. Good use of Marvel Legends to create a line that I cannot believe that Hasbro hasn't done. Don't they have the license? I feel like they have the license. R. Jangle, or how about R.A.J. Angel? What he did here, he added some toe articulation. That way he can pose the figure. You can go ahead and watch the video. He's done a lot to the legs to actually the hip. He did some hip work, and he also fixed the ankles. Go check him out to see how he did that. Here we have a character from X-Force that I don't remember reading about him. I don't remember GW Bridge. And maybe I have to reopen my 90s comics and start reading X-Force. Or I wonder if this is a character that came out after a while. But obviously he's using Cable's body there, or parts of Cable. He's repainted it and he's using a face. I'm not familiar with that character, but some of you will be familiar. Another, the real Dallas James, and I actually talked about this earlier. Now I'm remembering where I put it. And what he's done, obviously there's a soft goods cape going on, but the body is what just came out, what they just released on the Essentials line, and he's replaced it with the, the head he's replaced with the DC Direct figure. And I agree, I think this looks better. Good looking piece. Adding that soft good cape also adds to that character, make it look more dynamic. All right, so this is going to be someone in Brazil, customizer in Brazil. Now check that, what I thought, pretty cool look, but I started reading the comments, and now I don't know Portuguese, but one of his buddies right there, Mauricio Professor, says, "Pensé que fosse super mendigo." And I think that what that's saying, it's talking about he looks like a hobo, like a transient. And I can see what he's talking about. It's probably his buddy just giving him a hard time. Let me see what his response was. Oh, he laughed. Okay, good. He didn't take it. He didn't take it hard. He didn't take it hard. But it's a really nice job of sculpting that beard. I'm not sure if he's going for an older version. I'm not sure if he finished it because that could be, you know, a gray version of Shazam. I don't know. So there you go. He added that hair, but that beard looks really, really, really well done, man. Good job. Grin Mankey's Customs. So here's what we're talking about. Another G.I. Joe figure. I can't believe they haven't done them yet. I may be on that line, but I think he's right. You can use this. Is this from Jazzwares? Yeah. He used the Jazzwares to make a Firefly, or not Firefly right there. He changed the boots. I think that may have been all he did, but look at that. How cool would that be to get the Joes, man? I know that a lot of you are G.I. Joe fans that would want a 6-inch line. I can't believe they still haven't done it. I don't get it. Left Hook Customs is going to work on this Tick figure. This is a work in progress shot. That's just the base. As you can see, there's going to be way more paint added to this. We'll keep an eye on it, because that Tig is a very interesting looking character. This is another larger figure that I'm featuring on the show. P3 Robo Jake. Man, great job of painting this figure. Really well done, bloodied him up. I dig it. Man, look at, that's what I'm talking about, a head sculpt. You see the grimacing looks, it looks so much better than the vanilla 99 out of 100 times it does. Figure Patrol doing a pretty boy from the Reavers. This is his take. We've seen a ton of Reavers in This Week in Customs. There's his version. It looks like he's using the Wonder Man head, or is that the Ultraman head? I think that's the Wonder Man head. Probably the Wonder Man head. All right, Dambo Shinobi, a repaint of the Rhino. Here you're gonna see how much the details are brought out, because he did kind of like a gray wash on that. Actually, he probably painted, he probably painted the figure gray, and then he did like a dark wash on it, and I really like how that looks. Here's some other pictures so you can see. Humongous difference that a little paint makes. All right, Jorge, check this out, guys. I need to put the volume up for this so you guys can hear this. How cool, man. Very cool. He did that, and he added the X-Men theme music to it. Beautiful job. All right, Weapon X Customs. Here's another one. I think he's selling this, so I want to point out if you're... wait a second. He is gearing up to a giveaway. Oh my gosh, this is actually going to be a giveaway right here. Go take a look at his Instagram page. I like to spread the love. Thank you for sharing your customs with us. All the customizers that submitted to This Week in Customs, and hopefully you can get some fans out of it as well. And Super Tom's Customs. Here's a painted version of that custom head that he made. I bought this. I have it in my drawer. just a matter of time when I'm gonna make my Venom, but look how beautiful that looks. Holy cow, man. Fantastic transitioning face. I love it. It's the best one that I've seen, and that's why I ended up buying it, because I wanted it on my custom. Holy cow. Spot Customs right here from Bargain Bin Customs. He's the one that won last this week in Customs, as shown earlier, and he did his own version of Spot. He's just sharing it. I think it looks good. I love this character, man. I know he's kind of like he wasn't that cool of a villain or whatever, but he totally could have been, right? The design on him is awesome and very eye-catching. Morph Customs, here's another Cable. Everybody loves to do Cable, man. I see a lot of Cable Customs every single week. I like the repaints that you all are doing. I've done some myself. Great work on this Cable, and that's where he got the uniform from, right? So he nailed it. He really nailed the color scheme on that repaint. All right, Punisher Hangman's Throne. This is a diorama piece. It's a custom piece. He submitted it here. This is better suited for this week in dioramas. Make sure you hit the hashtag there. That way your custom figure or custom piece diorama can go into the right show player. But it looks awesome, and I love Punisher, and that's why I showed it here. But if you want to submit your diorama pieces, submit it to Tech Chucker. All right, moving on. Another Weapon X Customs, man. You just pumped them out. But you see what I'm talking about, guys? That is the original figure. This is the custom repaint. There's so much more character coming out of that face. Wow, good job. Rob's Creature House is primarily a 1/6 customizer. He does a lot of repaints. Love this, loves this Spawn and the amazing details on here, but you gotta see where it started from. That's not a Spawn figure that he repainted. That's a Spawn figure that he customized from that Deadpool. That's some serious work right there, guys. That, I mean, the face came out perfect. You can't even tell where that belt was before on him. And then he added all that Spawn details on the feet, the chains on the belt. Dude, outstanding work as usual. Go check him out. He does his paints are off the hook good. The eyeballs are amazing. Another Weapon X custom, and I'm showing them all this week. This is going to be a really long episode. Good work on repainting that figure. Double Thwip Customs, really a phenomenal customizer, and this is an easy repaint, as we call it, a basic repaint of this Iron Man figure that now looks like a premium figure. Phenomenal work as always. Weapon X back at it again. I like first of all, I like how these suits look, but I really like the face on Mr. Fantastic. That repaint really does a lot for that face. All right, let's take a look. The reason I wanted to show you this, do you see what he's doing there on the eyes? Mesco style Superman, right? But he's painted the eyes. Let me see if I can show you. So the eyes were blank, and he's got himself these human eyes. They're 170 millimeters. They're supposed to be for 1/8 scale figures, but they work perfect. They're water decals. Now, I've tried water decals and other like Star Wars stuff before. I'm not a huge fan, but it really works. Check out his eyeballs when they're done. So that's how he does his eyes instead of painting them on. So if you are interested in doing eyes and you're having a tough time, you may want to do it the way the Southpaw 24 is doing it. Tom's Custom Toys, another one of his customs. These customizers just found the channel, I think, and that's where he started from. Here's his work in progress shots, and I think that's a pretty amazing finish. Nicely done. Here's Christine again with this chamber custom. I wasn't familiar with this character, but first of all, looks really cool. That flame effect right there, done. I think she did it with hot glue, because look, that's where it came from. Just, oh my gosh, is that picture moving? If you're staring at it, or am I just getting dizzy? Oh, all right. Nico Baskin is, man, you're pretty darn close, man. You just all you have to do is just smooth out that sculpt a little bit more on the face, and I think you nailed Stan Lee. I'm serious. Just a little bit more smooth, a little bit more definition on the mustache, and I think you nailed that face. So I think that's a pretty darn good job. I don't know how long you've been customizing, and I know this is kind of unwanted advice, but or unsolicited advice. Just smooth it out a little bit more, and I think you're almost there, man. Dambo Shinobi with his version of no, he's using the Punisher head, and I think it works for Bruce Wayne. Yep, good work. It's vintage, cool looking custom. No idea of Blue Falcon. It looks like it's a character I'm not familiar with, but I really like the beak on his head. And that's where he started. I love seeing these transformations. The figure on the left is what he started with, and he transformed it into the figure on the right. Good work. Here's a Cyclops custom. You saw where he started from. Cool eyepiece effect right there. I'm not sure if you did it or if you bought that from somebody. All right, cool. What just happened? Oh. So here we have, I don't know what happened. Let me start from the very beginning. That's the picture that it starts with. I must have been going through it before. So here we have a customizer that's been around for a while, HKC Customs. This is a throwback from 2015, and this is actually a smaller scale. This is a 3 3/4 one right here. And this Pietro custom, I mean, it would be like the perfect cartoon version of him. Here's the shots I wanted to show, and then there's what he did with the shoes. So he shows the recipe because apparently a lot of people have asked him for that recipe. There it is. You can pause it and copy it yourself if you're interested in doing that custom. Thank you for submitting your custom to This Week in Customs. Here's a This Week in Customs progress pic from Nick Grayson Customs. It looks like he's doing a Batman Beyond, Netflix Shadowland, Daredevil, and a Cable. We're gonna keep an eyeball on that trio. And holy cow, what is this? War Machine body, and he armored up this Batman figure. Man, that looks really awesome. If you're interested in this figure, he is selling it. So take a look at his page for the details. I really like that, man. Good work on that, on the face there. That's awesome. That War Machine body does work perfect for this character. Wow. That is a good looking piece, dude. And there you can see the size difference from a Mesco Batman if you were interested in that. The Hottest Fuzz Customs always coming up with these very interesting looking characters, horror characters. So this is going to be a different avatar. So there's the red, the blue, and the green, the black and the gray. So if you understand that, and I kind of have an idea of what it is, really cool looking custom piece. The face really reminds me of the mouth of Sauron. Those of you who are familiar with Lord of the Rings. All right, man. Do you do drugs? No, I'm just kidding. But it just seems like you'd be high to do some of those customs, man. How does your brain think about stuff like that? Don't do drugs, kids. All right, Jeffrey Torres coming out with his own version of Quicksilver. Obviously, Hasbro just released a new Quicksilver. People haven't been that impressed with that figure. It didn't really impress me either. I like this head that you used for this character a lot better, and I think that's what he is doing. He's replaced the head that came with the original figure. Dark Nightwing 0987 with a Moon Knight custom. It looks very well done. Here's a Batman. I'm going to start going through some of these a little bit quicker at the end because I feel like I've been talking for almost 45 minutes. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Come Dine Viet. I don't know how to say your name, but that is amazing looking granny goodness. Great use of that wrestling body, so you can just think about how big this custom figure is going to be. Holy cow. Check a look. Steve-O 2004. This Chucky is for real. Look at that. Good effects on the face and blood. he resculpted the NECA official. So those of you that have this figure, you will know what he did. We have a cool looking Batman from Silver Dragon Art. It's the Thomas Wayne version. Let me just scroll through some of these other photographs so you can see. It looks like he's added some soft goods to that belt. Nice. D.L. Turner, one of the premier customizers in the game. He's going to have these little characters going around with his customs. Look at that guy. He recasted that piece in clear so that he can do like a Banff effect of Nightcrawler. Man, that's just awesome. Beautiful Rogue. The little characters are cool too, man. Very interesting thought. Grin Mankey's Customs. Man, Gorgon. I think this is Gorgon, right? Yeah. Whew. That's a beautiful custom. The Inhumans, that we don't really have that many representations in Marvel Legends. That's a fantastic piece. I really enjoy that. Dead Green Customs coming with a Red Hood. His version of Red Hood right there. Unmasked, or I should say unhelmeted version. He's got the helmet on another custom. You can see where what figure he started with. Pretty neat. Custom Watcher, amazing Batman, Mesco style Batman. I really like that one. That looks outstanding. What did you do with this one? It was a commission work. I don't know what exactly he did. I think you may have even created that suit, that undersuit. So that's pretty impressive. Mantry Project with, is this, I can't remember what Earth 2 Superman, I don't know what, but that's what he started with, and this is what he ended with. This is what I'm talking about. From that to that beautiful custom right there. Awesome. Epical Toy Picks, he's done a repaint of this Thanos. Just a little bit of weathering look that he's been in a battle. And then we're moving on to Custom Troops. This is a very interesting piece, man. Like, this is going to be... Who is this? The Real Death Troopers? This is like a real-to-life battle right there. I wish I could see the full helmet and how it looked on his face. But that looks like a dude that's been through battle. That's a great use of that fin head. It looks better than any of the ones that they put on the Black Series bodies. And right there, JLC Plastic Arts with a pretty neat looking, I like both of those faces that he did, those heads. I like this uniform the best for Warpath. And it's a fantastic piece. Look at the sculpting that he did right there. Nice, man. Good work, as always. Weapon X Customs with this suited thing. I think we saw the work in progress on that. And now here's the finished customs. You're good, man. Good work. And that back piece right there, like I remember like doing sculpting to smooth that part out is not easy to get it looking good. I haven't been able to perfect that myself, but other than that, I think this custom piece is really well done. Cool looking uniform. Here's a katana, and it's in a diorama, or it looks like it were, or some sort of ACBA shot. And he started, let me see, he said he used Taskmaster legs and feet and a songbird head and some Netflix Electra arms and torso, and that's how he created that katana, man. Good job. Nicely done. And this guy, he did it all on his own from Edge of Tomorrow, a Mimic custom. Really neat. If you've seen that movie, you'll recognize this character. I think he got it pretty accurate. That's a lot of sculpting work right there. And here we're going to have some, this is where we're going to finish the shows with some work in progress pics. Oh, that's going to look good. Wow. Wow. This is going to be the wow section. You can see that's going to be DC Metals. Wow. Wow. I think that's all I'm going to be saying. That's pretty cool too. Wow. Nice, Larry. Tiny Pants Tailoring. Check that out. Some shorts for your thing. That looks pretty good. Hit him up. I think he may be selling those. Here's another product shot. Darth Tucker. He is done. Is this Mimic, right? No, I'm sorry. Mimic. Morph. So he's 3D printed those, and it looks like it's printed in resin, which is awesome. Yeah, that's good. Hit him up. I think he's selling those for $19 ship. If you're customizers, that's right up your alley. All right. Sorry, guys. This is literally the longest episode. I can't believe I went this long. It was probably not a good idea. I probably lost a lot of you, but there were just so many customs. I'm talking for 50 minutes already. This is the craziest thing I've done so far. It's probably going to fail, but please support your artists. They're fantastic. Now I got to pick 5. This is going to be hard. Here we go. All right. So the customs that are up for this week's fan vote are going to be first, Christina Conan's Savage Land Rogue. The next one is going to be this Kitaro from Aero Custom Figures. The third one for your vote is going to be 5th Jedi's Bane. And finally, no, not finally, Draw Customs Venom Pool. And then now finally, Miss Christine's Monet Saint Croix. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking it out this long. I am so sorry that I went this long. I probably should have done a part 1 and part 2. But please head on over to my YouTube, or you're already here. Go to the communities tab and vote for your favorite customs from This Week in Customs. And if you want to submit your customs, make sure that you are hashtagging This Week in Customs. That way we'll get into the pool, this large pool of customs that I see every week. I didn't want to leave any of these out. So that's it for today, folks. See you on the next one. Peace.